Good morning from Italy. It is morning here in Italy. It is 3:33 in the morning, and we are March 23rd, Sunday. Let me write that down in my diary here. Sunday, March 23rd, 2026. Thanks everybody for coming. So my name is Miss Katie, that vegan teacher. Hi, where's everybody from? Hi. Oh, thank you, Jello, for saying that I'm an inspiration. I don't know if you know, though, but Jello is not vegan because it has gelatin in it. And gelatin is the mashed up body parts of 6-month-old baby pigs. It's their skin, their ligaments, their tendons. Yeah, so maybe change your name to Vegan Jello. You know, that would be better. Thank you for considering that. Let me just write something down here, guys. I see that YouTube is coming in as well. Hey, YouTube. Thanks for coming here. We have 2 cameras going today. We have TikTok over here, and we have YouTube over here. Aw, thanks for saying you love me, Jake. Thank you. You're from Australia, says Goblin. Hi. Oh, somebody says I'm vegan too. Oh, hi, Alice Aura Edits. Thanks for coming in, guys. All right, where else is everybody from? Let's see. I'm here. Oh, somebody's saying they want to free Palestine. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the animals here. And you know, the animals in Palestine would also like to be free. You know, whenever there's war going on in the world, people rarely talk about animals. Have you noticed that? When bombs are dropped, it's always like, how many people died? People never think about the animals. They don't think about how much they are suffering. And yeah, that kind of something for us to think about. When there is a war at any time, there are animals who are displaced. They have families. And when there's a bomb that's dropped, the families are running for shelter, and the cats and the dogs, well, they're terrified, you know? Hey, but thanks everybody for coming in. I just made sure to make sure that everybody here can write if they want to. And let's get right over here, guys. We're going to be talking about the animals, and if you want to come in and read a card, that's great. But make sure that you are over 18 on TikTok in order to be able to come on. You have to be an adult, and that's just TikTok rules. Personally, I don't have no problem talking to kids. I am a teacher. I'm used to talking to kids. But here, you have to be over 18. But you also have to be able to read, because we are reading different cards here about veganism and teaching veganism. Okie dokie? Got the rules all right? All right, and thank you everybody for sharing the live stream, by the way. Somebody's asking, am I feeling okay today? Yeah, Kelsey, I'm feeling okay. It is actually only 3:30 in the morning here in Italy. So there's that. There's that. Why am I awake in the middle of the night? Well, I was thinking about the animals, and I was thinking I ate so many in the past, and I stole their milk and their eggs, and I feel bad about that. So I have a lot of work to do to try to undo that damage. I'll never really be able to undo the damage that I did, and I'm very sorry that I hurt so many animals, and I wasn't more of an activist earlier. So that's my advice to you guys. Like, as soon as you become vegan, make sure you come out of the closet as a vegan. You know, they say, well, if you're gay, you should come out and tell everybody. Or if you're a lesbian, you should come out and tell everybody. Or if you're bisexual, you should tell everybody. But what's really important is to come out as a vegan, because then you're going to be saving 100 animals per year just by being vegan. And when you tell everybody, they're going to think about it as well. You see, when you come out as gay, people don't think, oh, I wonder if I should be gay, because they already know if they are. When you come out as a lesbian, you know, tell your family, your friends, they never wonder, well, should I be a lesbian? Because they already know that they are or they aren't. But when you come out as a vegan, that gives people something to think about. Then they're sort of thinking to themselves, wow, maybe I should be vegan too. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this series called 6 Feet Under. It's quite a good series. It's one of those, you know, Netflix type things, but I think it was on Showcase, or I don't know what. It came out years ago. 24 years ago, I watched this show, and we are starting, my husband and I are rewatching it. Like, he'd never seen it. And there's an episode I was watching yesterday where the main character goes to see an old friend at this co-op where he used to live. and she's vegan. Now, I saw this years and years ago before I was vegan, and this is sort of like the formulation of my ideas about veganism, just like you guys have your own ideas, right? Many people, as soon as they hear about vegans, they think there's some sort of bad correlation to it. But the thing is that when I was watching this show, they had this woman, and she was literally trying to sit on the floor and talk to the ants to get the ants to leave her house. And she's like, I tried to lure them out. I tried to, give them something that they don't like to smell, so they go the other way or whatever. And so that was one of my first exposures to like vegans. And I remember thinking myself, well, this lady's a bit crazy, so a little bit over the top. She seems really nice, but and of course, they made fun of her. She made a kind of vegan meatloaf, tofu loaf, and the guests were eating it, and they're sort of like pretending to like it. And I thought it was kind of sad how they interpreted veganism as being like this weird sort of thing. Although she was a nice character. So that's again 6 Feet Under. In case you're just coming in, 6 Feet Under. It's an interesting show. I think you'd like it actually. It's quite interesting about a whole family, and they work. They have a funeral home in their family. Anyway, guys, what are you writing here? Animals don't deserve death. They are living things. Hey, Callie, thanks for that. Guys, thank you very much for tapping on the like, and thank you for being kind in the comments. Now over here on my my TikTok channel, you guys are saying, somebody says boring. Yeah. Listen, you know what? Here's something. Here's something my mom taught me a long time ago. If you're bored, it's actually you that's boring, because you have the inability to comprehend either what the person is saying, or you have the inability to try to relate it as to how it can make you be a better person. Do you know what I mean? So it's just something to think about. If you're ever bored in life, maybe it's actually you that's boring. Maybe you're not curious enough. Maybe you're not passionate enough to want to make a difference in somebody's life. In this case, we're talking about the animals, and we're talking about not hurting them, not eating them, not wearing them. And every single day is a new day for you to be kind. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. All right, so thanks everybody for coming. Let's get right into getting our first guest in here. And this person wrote, I hate liberals. And there's a picture of Trump there. I wonder who this account could be. Let's have a look.
Miss Katie, I'm back for round 2.
Well, I sort of suspected it might be you.
Yes, I'm back for round 2.
All right. Thank you very much for showing up. So,
yes, I have notifications on. I'm ready to roll.
Wow. What time is it where you are?
10:40.
10:40. Oh, so are you on the Florida area?
I'm in New York, Miss Katie.
In New York. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So you're vegan, right?
Yes, I am.
Right. Okay.
I actually just watched Blackfish again today after I got off.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right.
Yes.
And did you cry? It's kind of sad.
Yes, obviously, yes.
Yeah. So you want to tell everybody about Blackfish, the movie, and why they should watch it?
Guys, you should really be watching Blackfish. It's really, it really helps us learn how animals are mistreated in SeaWorld. Vegans don't go to rodeos, we don't go to SeaWorld, we don't go to zoos, none of that, no. And if you do support, organizations like SeaWorld, honestly, no shade to you guys, but like that's really sick. And I know some kids are uneducated about going to SeaWorld, like their parents don't do the research before they need to go. But it's really important that you do watch Blackfish and learn Tillicum's story, so... Yeah. That's just my take.
Okay, so you said Tillicum very quickly, and it's an unusual name, so they might not understand what you're saying.
Tillicum is the name of the orca whale that was mistreated. He was actually beaten multiple times. I did more of my research into the things that happened with him and Dawn. He was beaten, he was abused, he was starved, taken from his mother when he was a baby. Like, imagine somebody did that to you, came up to you and your mom and just took you away. made you live in a giant bathtub for the rest of your life. Really sad.
It is sad. All right, so we're gonna have a look at some cards here. Here's a card for you to read, guys. Everybody.
I'm so excited.
All right, you know what to do. Tell everybody to tap on the screen 100 times each.
Tap on the screen, 300 times. Send those gifts. Period. Look at me go. Already sent just a heart me right there. Yes, guys, tap the screen.
Hey, thank you, Abe, for being here. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, so here is
yes.
Here is
I'm so excited.
Here is a card for you to read.
Random vegan fact number 20. When pigs and cows are raised to be eaten by cruel people, it's also bad for the planet. Why? Because huge amounts of water are used to grow the plants that the animals eat, and to clean the piss and shit out of the massive factory prison farms where these animals suffer.
What do you think about that card?
It honestly just really, it kind of reflects on the type of conditions that these animals are kept in. The dairy industry is horrible, guys. Again, awful. Meat industry, awful. Yeah. All industry, awful. It's so bad.
Right. So we shouldn't be eating any pigs or cows. And
if you're not going to go and deep fry your dog, you shouldn't be deep frying a pig, everybody. I'm just going to say that.
Right. Yeah, because pigs and dogs are actually very similar in their intellectual abilities and their abilities to feel pain and joy and anger. So pigs get pissed off too when they're
pigs are actually really smart.
Very similar.
They're really, really intelligent.
Right. So what should we do? Can you read this?
Skip the meat.
That's right. Skip the meat. Don't have any meat, guys. You don't need it. You don't need to eat any meat.
Yes.
You don't need to eat any dairy products. You don't need to eat anything that comes from animals. All right. Well, thank you
None of that stuff, guys.
Thanks a lot for coming in. I do appreciate
soy milk, almond milk, oat milk. That's going to be your best friend, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Oat milk, almond milk, no cow's milk. What did you say your first name was? I don't know what to call you.
Liv. It's just Liv. It's literally just Liv. L-I-V.
L-O-L-I-V. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just Liv.
Yeah, like the animals should live.
Yep, exactly, Miss Katie. I love the reference.
Right. Okay. Hey, I
watch your stream. You got this. Go cook all those people that think that they can eat meat.
Hey, just to let you know, I did research what you said about your video that you were on with Dean Withers, and
yeah, did you see it?
I did see it, where he sort of made fun of you. Your fish had died, and he made fun of you, and yeah, you know what? Yeah, he has a cruel side to him, unfortunately. Dean Withers does, and I don't know. It's weird because he also plays piano, right? And so you see him playing the piano sometimes, and you're like, oh, okay.
He's really good at the piano.
Of course, he's very good, but does he play from the heart, or does he just play like kind of to show off, like memory? Like you don't.
Yeah, I don't feel like he actually is thinking about what he's playing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't understand him, and he also has this addiction of sniffing into this some sort of vape machine. You always see him do it right under his breath. Sort of
yes, because he doesn't. Yeah, he vapes. He's like he does that. Like instead of vaping, like he should like inhale some like plants. Because why are you like he talks about eating ribeye steaks. Do you know who Earthling is? Have you heard of Earthling?
Earthling Ed?
Well, no, like the TikToker Earthling.
Oh, no, I don't know that TikToker Earthling.
Well, they constantly go on Dean's lives and promote veganism, and Dean just like has his comment section spam the meat emoji, and it's really disgusting.
Yeah, I don't understand how he can call himself a liberal. Liberals are about ending oppression. They're about being kind and open, and Dean Withers does nothing but the opposite of that. It's like
right. He's not a real liberal. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a LARPer. He's fake.
Yeah. I want to thank you for coming in. I do really appreciate you.
Of course.
Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again another time. Live and let the animals live. That'd be a cool name for one of your channels, actually. Yeah. Very good. All right, guys, thank you very much over here on my YouTube channel for coming in. Let me see what you're writing. Blocky says, hello. And somebody says, hey, were you the one in the Darman video? Yes, I was. Darman and I made videos about each other. And but Darman actually did something kind of unethical. He uses my image in one of his videos on the front of it to attract attention, but then inside he has an actor playing a role from what Darman thinks is somebody like me, but the character is over the top. She does some unethical things in the classroom. So I did a video in response to that. If you want to see it, you can go to my YouTube channel. And what's happening with my bangs here? Hold on. And you'll see how I feel about the video. I review Darman's whole video. And yeah, if you want to see that, you can check that out. Thanks, everybody else. What else do we have here? Somebody else wrote here. Be vegan, protect animals, be vegan, be good. Hey, thank you, Carlos. Guys, Carlos is doing awesome. Guys, thank you very much for tapping on the screen. Anytime I say something about the animals that's positive or somebody else does, tap on the screen over here on the TikTok channel and make sure that you also press the repost button if you know people who care about animals and want to save their lives. I have just 1 second, guys, on TikTok before I come back. I have a super chat over here on YouTube. Let's have a look at this. This is by somebody named Xylo5836 who donated $5. Thank you for the donation. Let's see what you wrote. Almost died from good intentions multiple times. You almost died from good intentions. I don't know what that means. How can you die from good intentions? TikTok, does that make sense to you? How do you die from good intentions? An intention is something that you think in your head. You don't die from thoughts. Okay, let's keep reading. Lost my weight for multiple months. Okay, it sounds to me like you're somebody who is anorexic. I don't know what's going on here, Xylo. And then it says here, greed and individual struggles is why the 1% never adds up easy. Greed and individual struggles. I'm not sure what you mean. You're talking, I guess, about the 1%. Could be two things that you're talking about. Could be talking about the 1% of the rich who are taking so much of the money in the world and hoarding it all, and so there's not enough to spread around to help to people who need it. Or you could be talking about the other 1%, which is vegan in this world. And maybe so I don't understand. Please don't speak in riddles when you write these super chats, okay? Just maybe write something really more clear, right? Because you don't really have a lot of punctuation in here and it's hard for me to figure out what you're saying. But thank you for the $5 donation. And if you're struggling, I'm sad to hear that. I won't like to hear anybody who's struggling. Guys, if you put a super chat in, please keep that in mind. Please keep your super chat as clear as possible. Let's go over here. Maddie's here on TikTok. Thanks for coming in. Let's have a look at all the people coming in. Oh, a bunch of you guys just subscribed. Let me read your names out loud. People who subscribed or who are just pressing the like button. This is great. Okay, Martha, thank you. Hi, Lucas. Thank you, Ava, for following the live, and Casper for following the live, and Meta for following the live. Thank you to Knixwin. Thanks for showing up, guys. Thank you also to Mark. Thank you to Amelia. Thank you to somebody who just reposted here. Oh, hold on, who did that? Theo Tunner. Thank you for reposting the live stream. Let me just go and grab a super chat over here. I just saw pop by, just went by. Might miss this one. I had some amazing smoked tofu today. That's great, Clip. Thanks for that. You wouldn't write the word brisket, right? Because that's some sort of animal product, right? Thank you for being so kind. I'm glad you're not vegan phobic and that you are vegan fantastic instead. That's great, guys. Okay, so Clip, keep up the good work. Do your job. Be vegan as soon as possible. You can do it. Good job. Keep trying the different recipes. Tofu. You can Google how to make so many delicious vegan foods. There are so many good channels out there, truly. All right, Amelia asks if I like Trump. Well, no. I can't really think of much of anything that I like about Trump. Well, a couple of things, but I'm actually here to talk about the animals. We're going to talk about the animals and to make sure that we try to save their lives. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, what's this? This member down here. Oh, hi. Hey, Catherine. Thank you very much for becoming a member on my channel. Catherine East. Really appreciate that. Guys, press the like button if you like the fact that people are being kind. Hi, Lebron.
Hello.
Hi, do you know how to read?
Yeah, I know how to read.
Okay, so here's a card for you to read, and then we can talk if you want, okay?
All right, sure.
Okay, here's a card.
All right. So you want me to read it? All right. Random vegan fact. Okay. Non-vegans are racist towards animals. They treat them differently just based on how they look. Vegans, on the other hand, they protect all animals, not just cats and dogs. Vegans are against all forms of racism towards anyone.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
I think that's a very interesting quote, Miss Katie.
Do
I
you-
think that
Do you understand
that's
it?
yeah. I mean, I pretty much understand like the gist of it.
Okay, well, what if you had to explain this in your own words, how would you explain it?
Well, I'm just kind of confused about like the racism part towards it.
So, what do you think, in your own words, what would you say that racism is?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I just lagged out for a second.
Okay. Okay, so just please try to be alone in the room and without any distractions, okay?
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
What is racism?
Well, that's just like hatred or like being unfair to one certain group based on like where they're from or like their skin color.
Yeah, what they look like. Okay, so do you eat cats?
No, I don't eat cats.
No? Okay, do you eat chickens?
Well, sometimes, but
So why are you racist towards the chickens but kind to the cats?
well, I'm not racist towards the chickens. It's just a cultural norm to eat chickens. You know what I mean?
Well, it used to be the cultural norm to be mean to black people, and that was wrong, based on the way that they look.
You're not being mean to the chickens. We're just like, we're the dominant species, like humans.
You're not, excuse me, just a second. You're saying that if somebody kills it, eats you, they're not being mean?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. Humans.
Well, you just said that you're not being mean to the chickens. You definitely are. Excuse me one second. I have a super chat. I'm going to read this and then I'll be right back. How about you think about this a little bit more, okay? Speciesism is the first form of racism that's taught to children. Just look at this card and just reflect a little bit about why you do some things and how you should stop. That's going to be the next question. So a person writes here, J Stamps 2728. Thank you for the Canadian $13.99 donation. You write, hey, Miss Katie, I'm from Guelph, Ontario, and I just became vegan 2 weeks ago, and it's going great. J Stamps, thank you so much for telling me that you've become vegan. I really appreciate it, and you also helped people here. Because when people hear others coming out as vegan, it encourages them to come out as well. So now, J Stamps, you are about to save 100 animals this year, based on the fact that you became vegan. By the end of 2 years, it will be 200 animals. After 10 years, you will have saved 1,000 animals. Now picture 1,000 animals in a field that you have saved their lives. You have saved them from torture, from being sexually assaulted and forced to be pregnant. You've made their lives so much happier by coming out as a vegan. And the fact that you told everybody is another wonderful step, because it's not good enough just to be vegan and to do this quietly, just by yourself, just like doing your own thing. You must come out as a vegan. It is a moral imperative because of the harm that we did in the past. So I want to thank you so, so much. I'm going to press a heart on this, and I hope I get more super chats of people telling us that they became vegan. This is good, positive energy. Big hug to you. Big hug from Guelph. Hey, and I've been to Guelph, by the way. Yeah, I used to have a cousin who lived there. That's right, I am Canadian. All right, so back to you. Right? So I want you to stop being racist towards the animals. Just because the pig looks different than the dog is not a reason to eat the pig just because the pig is pink. Okay?
Okay, but
so let's go over just one quick second. So just so you, when you're faced with this, when you become vegan and somebody says the same thing to you, okay, you're going to say that speciesism is the first form of racism that is taught to children. Okay, speciesism, it's not exactly the same as racism, but I use the term racism because it helps people to understand, because everybody's against racism until it comes to the food on their plate, and then they are racist towards the animals. They will pet a dog while simultaneously holding a chicken wing that they paid somebody to kill, even though I I call chickens persons. They deserve personhood because they have feelings. They're not the same as a pencil. Anyway, you get the idea, right? So what is the first form of racism?
Kids eating animals.
What is the word?
Speciesism? What did you say?
Yeah, speciesism. So racism is when you're cruel, unkind, judgmental, and you're racist towards animals. Speciesism is when you are unfair towards, that was towards people, and this is when you're unfair towards animals, okay? So let me just find, where is my little...
Wait, but I have a question. Couldn't you say the same things about, like plants? Because, like, aren't they living too?
Plants are living, but they are not sentient.
Like the organisms also.
Yeah, I'm answering you. Just one part at a time, okay? Because I actually listen when people talk, and I try to answer everything they say when they're in here. So you said about plants, and aren't plants living too? That was your first question. You got to pause and let me answer it. Plants are living, yes, but they are not sentient. They don't have a subjective experience of life. They don't feel things. Here's a pencil. This pencil doesn't feel anything. Animals feel. Plants don't feel. Do you think it's the same thing to cut a cat in half or a cow in half as it is to cut a carrot in half?
I mean, well, no, because carrots are a form of, it's like standardized food.
Okay, I'm going to hang up on you. I'm going to flush you like this morning's shit if you're dishonest with me. You know absolutely well that cutting the head of a cat or a cow off is not the same as cutting a carrot in half. Admit it, or you leave instantly.
Well, of course it's not the same.
Fine. So are you ever going to say that again? That stupid statement that so many people say. Or did you finally learn? Did you learn? Are cats sentient? Yes. Are cows sentient? Yes. Are carrots sentient?
No.
Correct. Now we can proceed. Is there anything else you want to say?
Okay. I just wanted to ask, like, why are you always making, like we have to compare, like, cats with, like, pigs? It's like, I feel like in different cultures, like, yes, some cultures...
Okay, I'm going to answer your question. You asked me, why do we compare them? I compare them because people eat pigs here, but they would never eat a cat here. And so I'm trying to make people realize that they're being racist towards the animals. They're being speciesist towards them. And I want you to stop eating pigs because pigs are just 6-month-old babies. Did you know that? Do you know how they kill the pigs in the industry?
No, ma'am, I don't.
So they kill them in the same way that the Nazis killed the Jews in World War II. How did they do that?
Like gas chambers?
That's right. Pigs are just 6 months old. They did nothing wrong. And they are born into factory farms where they never see the sky or the sun. Explain to me what I just said to you. I want to make sure you heard it.
Yeah, you said that pigs are killed early in their life.
How old?
Just like 6 months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're killed? And they're killed how?
Gas chambers, right?
Right. Now, do you think it's fun to be killed in a gas chamber? Or do you think it's absolutely terrifying and extremely, excruciatingly painful?
I think it's absolutely terrifying and excruciatingly painful.
Right. So what they do is they take the baby pigs. They're only 6 months old. That's bacon. That's pepperoni on your pizza. And that's why I don't want you ever to eat pepperoni, bacon, sausage, ham, none of it ever again. They put them in a cage that's very tight. There's about 2 or 3 of them in there, and they lower it down into the gas. And if you see the footage of a camera there, you will see them freaking the fuck out because they are feeling like they are burning from the inside out. However, then it's finally over. They have already been on a lifetime of hell on a factory farm. Pigs, little pigs when they're born. I want you, what's your name, sir?
My name is Pierre.
Pierre. Okay, Pierre. These little pigs, the males, are killed, and that is after a lifetime of hell. Now, you're a male. If you were born in the body of this pig, what they would have done to you, First of all, if you were born just a little bit small, even though you're fine, why don't you think right now of the smallest classmate that you had, right? Perfectly fine classmate, just a little bit smaller than the rest, right? If you're born as a pig and you're too small, they take you and they legally, this isn't even against the law, but it's fucked up. They take you and they smash your head on a cement floor. Have you seen the documentary called Dominion yet?
No, ma'am, I have not.
The reason that they do that is because they don't care whatsoever, not even a tiny bit, about the animals. They treat them like objects. And animals are not objects. Then they take the baby boy pigs, and they turn them upside down. I want you once again to picture that this is done to you. They hold you upside down. You're just a newborn. They take a knife and they cut out your testicles because they don't want you in the future to breed. They want to decide who is going to be bred to be the next bacon, the next sausage, the next ham, the next pepperoni. Do you understand
that sounds very painful.
Pardon me?
I said that sounds very, very painful.
Excruciatingly painful. We're not finished. The reason that they cut the tails off, just like that, right after they take out the testicles, they cut the fucking tails off. That would be like me grabbing your earlobe and just cutting that off just because I fucking feel like it. What right do we have to do this to animals? No right. We can eat other things. We don't have to eat beings. All right, I want to tell you something, okay? Just a sec. I know you want to say something, okay? I want to show you this card. You see this? Do you see what this says? It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. Okay, that means you have to get the message in your head and you have to get the message in your heart. Now, I just hung up on you. And I'm not doing that to be mean. I'm doing that because I think you're a good man. All right, I think you're a good man. And I think you need time to process what you just learned. Because otherwise, what will happen, and this is a normal human reaction, Pierre, people get the information, they're overwhelmed, and then they try to fight back. Because what you've just heard, Pierre, what you've just realized, is that you need to stop hurting animals. Now, sit with that, please. Sit with that. You're a good man, and you're not a stupid man. You know you have to be vegan. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan, and you just got one. In fact, you might have got several today because you heard about the pigs. You imagined yourself being there. You related it to World War II and what happened in the gas chambers. And I appreciate you, okay? So I'm sending you a heart, and I'm sending you power and strength. All good men are vegan in the end. And all good men are striving to be vegan immediately. I want to thank you very much. We have a super chat over here. Okay, so somebody, Xylo, just writes, okay, I feel pain / live in this life currently. I don't know what you mean by pain / live. Maybe you mean life? Wait, in this life in this life. Okay, I understand that you're feeling pain. I'm going to try to work through what you're writing here. Also, I meant sight, and one of my closest, sight, and one of my closest has been vegan. I don't know what you mean by sight. One of my closest sight has been vegan, or do you mean friends? I don't know what you're talking about. Vegetarian, multiple years. Okay, Xylo, once again, I don't know what you're saying. Okay, and why did you put I in quotation marks? So is it you or not? I'm sorry, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, another one you wrote. What's this? TLTR. I don't know what that means. Are you trying to write too long didn't read? Are you trying to write TLDR? Okay. It's hard when you witness / get forced to deal with unnecessary death and pain a child in Gaza. You need a period sometimes in your sentences. You can't just write a giant run-on sentence like this. Do you understand? This is writing. I don't know if you're dictating in your phone and you think that I can understand the nuances here, but this is not a proper sentence. Okay, you're saying it's hard when you witness / get forced to deal with unnecessary death and pain. Okay, that's true. But are you saying this happened to you? Because now you're talking about a child in Gaza. A child in Gaza might die within the next 5 minutes from starvation. One love. Okay, yes, children are dying. And you know what? You know what people do? People are consistently pointing to other places around the earth. Hey, thank you very much, Mugs, for the heart. I appreciate that. Guys, tap on the screen 100 times each because that was a beautiful decoration here. Thanks for the decorations. And Mugs also put little roses there. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Tap 100 times each. It's fun, first of all, gives you something to do, and it makes the world a better place. All right, so Xylo, what people do is they point outwards, like you guys, wherever you are in the world. Palestine, what's happening to people? People are being harmed, yes. But here's the thing, you can't do a fucking thing about it. You just can't. Okay, you can talk about it. I'm here to talk about the animals, and why are you bringing up people? In Palestine, the animals are also dying. They are so bewildered. They are forced to take part in a world that they had nothing to do with. They are getting bombed. Animals on factory farms are terrified every minute of every day. And that is something you can do something about, Xylo. You can. Every single minute of every single day, you have a choice. What are you going to do with your fingers? Are you going to type positive comments that help to make the world a better place? Or are you going to be pointing the finger with your fingers at, oh, look at what's happening in the Ukraine. Look what's happening in Palestine. All of these different, look what's happening in Iran. How about you look in the mirror and look what's happening with yourself? What in the hell are you doing? Peace begins on our plates. Peace begins on our plates. You want peace in the world? Start with yourself. That's where you can start. Every single person here must strive to be as vegan as possible because that's what good people do. Okay? You're going to feel better. You want to change the world? You want to be the change? That's how you do it. Be the change you want to see in the world. When I come to your house, Xylo, and I open the fridge, I don't want to see any dead animals in there. I don't want to see any stolen milk or stolen eggs. If I open your cupboard, I don't want to see honey in there. Honey belongs to the bees. Milk belongs to the cows, not us. We're not babies, and we're not cows. All right? Thank you for the super chat. Now, if you're suffering, once again, I don't want you to suffer. I feel sad if you're suffering. If you want to write a more clear, specific super chat where I can relate to you in particular, feel free to do so. But make it about the animals. I'm here to speak about the animals because every other live streamer right now is talking about humans. Humans this, humans that, trans people, Trump, everybody everywhere around the world. It's all of it. Nobody's speaking out for the most defenseless because there are billions of innocent animals right now on factory farms away from your sight. You cannot see them because the meat and dairy and egg industries are truly, truly evil. So evil that they have brainwashed you into normalizing violence. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Let's center ourselves and think about the animals. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Thank Thank you guys for coming. Thank you very much for being here. Let's get to the next person here. Just a reminder, guys, if you want to get to the top of the list, you can do so by putting some decorations on the screen, and we're going to get to the next person here. We're going to connect. We're going to read a card here.
Hello.
Welcome to my live stream. Here is your card to read.
Random vegan fact. Sadly, every year, 6 billion animals are slaughtered to feed pet dogs. If we transitioned them to only eat plants-exclusive kibble, we could feed 449 million more people.
Isn't that a fascinating fact that we should all feed our dogs vegan dog food? Have you ever seen it before?
Yes, I have.
All right, so for those who haven't, this is what vet-approved vegan kibble looks like. I'm just showing you a little bit that I put in this little spice jar, just for the purposes of my YouTube channel and for TikTok. We get this for our dog, our vegan dog Bella, who has been vegan since August 2017. So think about how long that is, and she's 11 years old. This is vet-approved vegan kibble. It has taurine in it. It has protein, vitamins, and minerals. It has been proven that if you feed your dog vet-approved vegan kibble like this, you see, it's just these little pieces, that your dog will be extremely healthy. My dog is 11 years old. She's normal in every way, and you can see videos of Bella on YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram. So please consider that.
Interesting.
Order vegan dog food for your dogs. It comes in a huge bag. We have a huge bag of it. And our dog Bella is totally fine with it. How do you introduce it? Well, you just add a little bit to the old dog food as you're leaving it, and then you just introduce a little bit at a time, and then by the end, your dog is eating that. I feed Bella 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the afternoon, and with some water in it. All right, thank you for reading thanks for reading the card.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you like my new account? I changed my profile picture and username like you told me to the other day.
Well, yeah, I just see the word mugs. I don't see what's written after it, but I knew that that this was going to be something good because you have the word vegan there, and it is green and it's easy to see. So the animals thank you, mugs, because now you are able to help them better. It's great.
Yeah, I just changed my name, so it might not be fully in the system yet, but...
No, it just says mugs because it's cut off on TikTok. I just see mugs, and then I just see a mugs, and it looks like a T or something after.
Yeah, it's Mugs the Vegan.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Maybe you should
All
just leave it just mugs vegan, because then I would see the V, but that's okay. All right, do you want to read a vegan promise out loud?
Sure.
Okay. Here's a promise to stop drinking cow's milk. You ready? Put your hand on your heart.
Yep.
Okay, it goes for everybody here. Put your hands on your heart, everybody. We're going to make a promise. Now, when it says name, you guys say your own name, all right? Or you just think it in your own mind. All right, here you go. Oh, 1 sec. Thank you, Ashley, for the super chat. Thank you for the €1. I'm going to press a heart on there and like. Thanks for supporting the channel, Ashley. And thank you to everybody who's been sharing the live stream and reposting it. You guys on TikTok, I see you guys once in a while you're resharing. Thanks, like you just did it now. Reposted. Guys, that's awesome work. All right, here you go. Please read this vegan promise.
My vegan promise, no more dairy. I, Michael, promise to stop consuming all dairy products because I don't want to be cruel to cows, since I learned that the dairy industry is a cycle of kidnapping, sexual assault, torture. What's that word there? Enslavement?
Yep, that's when you you use the animals as slaves. You objectify them.
It was just a little blurry. And murder. I no longer want to buy anything that comes from there. I prefer to be kind, so I'll only choose vegan options from now on.
All right. So you just made a promise to stop drinking cow's milk, all dairy products. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope everyone else here did too.
Yeah. Thank you for being a good man. We need lots of good men on this planet. We need people who are vegan and who are not violent. So thank you very much for coming in. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy. Have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. Yeah, that's right. Animals are here with us, not for us to eat, wear, or use. Thank you, everybody, for sharing the messages of love here. Xylo writes, pray you never struggle. Pray you never struggle. Each of us struggles, Xylo. Each of us has battles that nobody knows about. Each of us has somebody in our family who is either sick or suffering. People, ourselves, every single person here has struggled, Xylo. Right now, some people are watching, and they're watching in bed with their phone, and they're cuddled up because they have a stomach ache. Right now, there's somebody watching who is feeling sad because their boyfriend dumped them. Right now, somebody's feeling sad because they want to dump their boyfriend, but they don't want to hurt his feelings. Right now, somebody's feeling sad because there's a mom and a dad out there and their teenager is not home. And they're worried, why is my son or daughter not home when they're supposed to be? People are suffering. Everywhere in the world, there is something going on. I want each of you right now to think about what's happening in your life. And then just imagine what's going on in other people's lives. Right now, somebody here is watching this from a hospital bed. They're in bed and they're sick. They have an intravenous in, but they're holding the camera up and they're just like following the live stream. Guys, if you are suffering from something, tell us in the comments what it is. Let's help people to have empathy for one another. But remember this, never take it out on the animals. Hey, thank you for the heart. We all have problems, but it's not an excuse to eat a burger. It's not an excuse to drink cow's milk. It's not an excuse to put cow's milk in your coffee. It's not an excuse to make yourself a scrambled egg. Make yourself scrambled tofu. Never, ever put animals in your shopping cart. Ever. Don't bring them into your home. Don't put them in your heart unless it is to love them. Do not eat their dead bodies. All right? Thank you for being here, guys. I noticed a bunch of you guys just subscribed again here on TikTok. Let's read your names out loud, okay? Hold on. Let me just scroll back. All right, we have Aiden Carnes shared the live. Thanks for sharing the live. See, somebody just told me that they have cancer. You see, guys, you're sharing, and that's great. Hey, thanks for sharing the live. What else? See, somebody wrote here. Wait, I want to read you guys now. So Crystal wrote, I'm curled up in bed because of a stomach ache. You see, guys? What else is happening, guys? Tell me about your life. Okay. Okay, Ham, you're just getting banned for life. Goodbye. You're just here telling me that you're going to continue to consume animal products. You're banned for life. Now, you can still see me and you can still write comments, but I will never, ever see what you've written ever again, nor will anybody else on my YouTube channel. You see, what you're doing is so cruel, and you're not welcome here. You're either too stupid to be here or your heart is far too small. So you can keep watching my live, but I will never read what you're writing, and nor will anybody else. And that's a warning to anybody else too. At any time, you could be banned. The only way you will ever come back and be able to communicate with me is to start a brand new YouTube channel. That's the only way. And I know some of you guys do that because you end up missing me and you want to communicate with me. I get it, but that's the punishment. Hi, thanks guys for subscribing. Thank you to Miranda who just joined. So somebody here just writes, very judgmental, Katie. Imagine that. You're absolutely right. I'm extremely judgmental. I judge people who hurt animals. And your name here, Fipe Exclusive, you also judge. You judge animals as being lesser than you. And so you pay people to murder them. So I would rather be the kind of judge that I am, who judges that everyone is equal and should not be harmed, than to be cruel like you, who judges that you think you are so superior that you get to pay someone to stab an animal in the neck. Shame on you. Let's go to the next person here. I heart knee something. That doesn't sound like an adult. Let's give you a try though. Guys, let's get our accounts to have proper vegan names. All right? Let's just get some actual vegan names in your accounts. Don't sound like some 12-year-old all the time. Are you over 18?
Yes.
I don't think so, because your account reflects the fact that you're not. Right? Guys, this is for 18 over. That's TikTok rules. All right? We're learning about the animals. You can absolutely learn if you're younger, and that's great, and you can be here. And I wish I could talk to all of you, but it's TikTok rules. All right? Here is a random vegan fact. You can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. Let's get somebody on TikTok to read the next one. We're looking for some adults, guys, and you have to be alone in a room. Thanks, everybody here on YouTube for following. Somebody writes, Jesus loves you so much. Well, Vada or Vedam, I know that Jesus loves me. Of course, why wouldn't he? I'm saving the animals. I'll tell you one thing, though. He doesn't love you if you stab them in the neck. If Jesus was here right now beside me, and I said to him, do you want this person to change and be vegan? Jesus would say yes. I'd say, are you sure, Jesus? Are you sure you don't want all these people here on YouTube and on TikTok to keep stabbing innocent animals in the throat, to cut their heads off, to cut their wings off? Jesus would say, of course I want you to protect them. Because every time that we contribute to animal agriculture, we are also contributing to the demise of the planet. The planet is dying, and a leading cause of that is animal agriculture. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thank you, everyone, for sharing the live. To the person, Hoodie, who just wrote, you're a terrible person. You know what? It's okay. You can put the mirror down, all right? Okay, I'm glad that you admitted it to yourself after holding the mirror, but now you can start to love yourself by being vegan, all right? You're forgiven. All right, let's go over here. Somebody is named, I don't know who this is. Guys, thank you for the decorations on the stream. If you want to come up, hey, thank you, Moon Fart, for the rose. Hi, welcome. Thank you, Galazzo, also, and Karma for the little decorations. Here's your card. Please read.
Fuck you, bitch. You're going to fucking hell. I love meat. I'll eat meat. I'll eat a fucking meat right fucking now, you hoe. Faggot. You should read that, bitch.
All right, so are you? It sounds like you're finished. Your little rant there. You know, thank you very much for showing us. So, guys, this is your camp. This is a representation of your community. This is what people do when they eat animals. Just think about every single adjective that I was called here today. What do you think that did? Do you think that I actually took that in my heart and I believe it? You're hilarious. Hilarious and sad at the same time. This is what people do when they feel like they are threatened. Imagine being so threatened by a 61-year-old grandmother who has a necklace that says vegan because hurting others feels wrong. Imagine wanting to roll up your sleeves and fucking slug her. Let's fucking get her. Let's call her every name in the book. Why? Let's go into the psychology of that. How much does that person hate himself? How much does that person hate himself that he comes in here and does that? How jealous is he of vegans? Jealous that we are strong? Jealous that we are persistent? Jealous of our kind hearts? There's no need to be. Nobody hates vegans. Nobody hates vegans at all. That's a fact. Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror. Vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans, they just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can. That's right. Nobody hates vegans. They just wish that they could be like them. Let's listen again. Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them. Don't be racist towards animals. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can. Let's sing it together if you can. Just sing it in your head. Try to memorize the lyrics. Nobody hates vegans. Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can. All right, guys, so there you go. Nobody actually hates vegans. That person who just came in, he just wishes that he could be like us. So thank you, everybody, all you wonderful vegans over here. Thank you, Robert, but I don't want a rodeo hat on my head because I don't support the rodeo industry. I support kindness, not cruelty. So guys, let's have a look at this one more time, all right? What do you see? What do you see here? You see a dog and you see a cow. What's the difference? Why do we love one but eat the other? Why are we so cruel to one and so kind to the other? A cow is nothing but a big puppy. That's what they are. And all animals deserve our kindness, they deserve our compassion, and they deserve to live. So, going forward, now you all know. So now you can be vegan from now on. I want to thank everybody actually who sends me emails telling me that they became vegan. It is quite cute. I don't read all of my email because it's abundant, but I have somebody check it out for me and they send me the ones when people tell me that they became vegan. So I appreciate you guys a lot. All right, let me just have a look here. Madeline, and Arda, thanks for coming in. Cobra, thanks for showing up. Really appreciate you guys. Truman, thanks for coming in as well. Thank you everyone who's putting the little decorations on the screen. Like Joel, thank you for the little roses, Joel. Thank you also to, who was it before? Martin or Martina or something like that. And Karma, thank you for the vegan ice cream cone on the screen. All of the foods here are vegan on TikTok. Thank you, Haley, for the little roses. And over here on my YouTube channel, let me just have a look here. Somebody says they're vegan here. Autumn, thanks for being vegan. High five to you, girl. Very proud of you. Somebody says, I have a serious question because I do drink milk and I do eat animals, but I'm allergic to soy. Okay, look, you're going to have to put that in a super chat if you want me to address it in detail, okay? Because it's very long. And what's this say? Fridge tour. Okay, sure, Miguel. You can definitely give us a fridge tour if you want. Take your camera out, film what's in your fridge. I'd love to see how you organize all your beautiful vegan foods. That would be really great. And post that video. Amazing, for sure. Okay, so you can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. Their terrified eyes are pleading with all their might for you to save them by being vegan from now on. What do you guys think about that? It's true. Hey, let's go to the next person here. Okay, Robert.
Hi.
Welcome to our live stream, Robert. Here is your card to read.
You can't see animals. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, read every word.
You can't see the animals. They're hidden from your sight. Their terrified eyes are pleading with all their might for you to save them by being vegan from now on.
Yeah. So there are literally billions and billions of animals right now who are sad on factory farms. We can't see them. And our
Right.
job is to protect them
Mhm.
by being vegan from now on. What do you think about that?
I am vegan. I think that's very true.
Well, thanks for coming, Robert. What made you decide to be vegan?
The way they kill the animals is just so inhumane.
So what if they killed them in a nice way, just in the middle of the night, just came up to them with a gun in the head? Would that be okay?
No, because they deserve life.
Right, because there's no humane way to kill somebody at all, right?
Right.
Somebody who wants to live, there's no right way to do that. Now, there is a humane way to kill somebody who wants to die. For example, let's say I was in a hospital and I was in some sort of an accident and I couldn't think straight. I need to be fed by a tube. I had to wear a diaper. If I had no quality of life, I would not want to live. Then I would hope that someone would humanely unalive me. But right now, I don't want that to happen because I have a purpose and a mission in life. All of you guys here who feel like you're lost and you don't know what to do with your lives, let me tell you that there is a path for you, and that path is for you to help others. That is how you will get joy in your life. That is how you will get fulfillment. Anybody who's lying around and just feeling like, I don't know why I'm on this planet, I don't know what to do. My goodness, it is so obvious what you should be doing, and that is saving the animals. Be kind to the dogs and don't eat the chickens. Be kind to the dogs and don't eat the cows. Be kind to the dogs and don't eat bacon, sausage, ham. Don't eat anyone. Makes sense, Robert?
Yes.
Yes. Robert, where are you in the world?
I'm in New York.
In New York. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. I'm in Italy here. It's 4:30 in the morning. What time is it where you are?
11:34.
Right, okay, so we're Monday over here, and you're still Sunday night, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have anything else you'd like to say to people about being vegan? About your journey?
Being vegan is not just a diet.
That's right, it's not just a diet.
It's a way of being nice and being a kind person.
Yeah, it's a way to be a nice, kind person. That's right. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming in. I do appreciate you. Thanks for being a good man. We need more good men like you, Robert. I hope to see you again. Come back and read another time, all right? Thanks so much. Robert, also change your name, if you can, to Robert Vegan. You know, Robert for the animals or something like that. You know, you can do it. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Also here on my YouTube channel. Some guy, okay, the comments, it's a little bit slower now. I can maybe read some things. Somebody, Carlos writes, guys, I know that some people think that she's mean, but she's a great teacher. Well, thank you for acknowledging that. You know, sometimes being a great teacher involves firmness, and it really definitely involves telling the truth. You can be a kind teacher. It doesn't mean you're necessarily a good teacher. Do you know what I mean? Well, actually, that's not really true. You always have to have an underlying kindness, but there's nothing wrong with making your point in a forceful way sometimes, if that's going to grab people's attention. Somebody says they love foxes. Hey, Autumn, you love foxes. Okay, interesting. And somebody else asked me, what's my opinion on killing sheep you're talking about in a religious way? It's wrong. You know that? It literally says here, vegan because hurting others feels wrong. Obviously, if it's done for a religious reasons, that's fucked up. If you're in a religion that tells you to hurt animals, get the fuck out of there. Go, leave that religion. If your religion is telling you to hurt people, if your religion is telling you to take an 8-day-old baby, take off his diaper, and circumcise him, leave that religion. That religion is messed up. Cutting babies is wrong. Cutting animals is wrong. The point of the matter is that none of you, or regardless of your religion, needs to do anything harmful to humans or to animals. I want to thank everybody for coming. The live stream is over now. Our class is over. It's been 64 minutes. I went 4 minutes over. Unless you have a last minute super chat that you want to put in here to say something that you've been dying to save me. But otherwise, we will see you later on. I do approximately 2 or 3 live streams a day. And I appreciate every single one of you for coming. TikTok, you've been awesome. Thanks a lot for tapping on the screen. Thank you for subscribing. I'm so sorry to those of you who are depressed and sad. I hope that you feel better. And I hope that you remember to never, ever take out anything, any of your problems on the animals. They're innocent. If you feel bad and you have a food craving, get food to eat. Do not get animals to eat. Do whatever you can to stock your fridge with healthy vegan foods. Big pot of lentils, big pot of beans, big pot of rice. Always have these things ready to just scoop out. Have frozen veggies in your freezer, easy to pop into the microwave. Start to learn how to make delicious vegan sauces with garlic and onion. And you put these things in your blender with all kinds of other veggies and you pour that over everything. You guys got this, all right? All right, thanks a lot for coming in, guys. Thank you very much. Have empathy, show mercy, exactly. Thank you, Haria, for writing that you love vegans. And thanks, somebody says, please read my comment. I just did, Veda. Guys, you're so funny. All right, I'll see you guys later, okay? In a couple of hours. Bye, everyone on YouTube.